Right, live, I think. Yeah, let me just check audio. I'll listen back to the stream. Make sure this is set to speakers. Yep. Alright. Let me just drop the link in the Discord. Copy, close, go to Discord. Okay, let's pull it up on my phone so I can talk to people. Let's make sure it's on mute. Hello, Charlotte. Hello, Supercell. Jackson. And Briggy. Oops, I need something to hold my phone in place. And Tombert. Oh, there, and this is your suggestion, so I guess you get to see it in action. Yeah, for those who weren't on the Discord, Tombert suggested this feature, and it was such a good idea that I immediately dropped everything else I was working on the game to work on this feature. So I've been really excited about this. I did a very quick play test just to make sure there's no bugs, but I haven't actually experienced it yet. So what's going to happen is there'll be an outlook that will change every 15 minutes. So it could be like low risk, which means we're going to have to wait a bit longer to see tornadoes since most cells will dissipate, and the tornadoes will tend to be weaker. Or there could be an outbreak where you put guaranteed F4, F5 tornadoes and like every cell will put a tornado down. So that's what we're going to be testing today. Buy a phone stand. I have a phone stand, it's just in a different room and I can't be bothered to go and get it. Hidden Shrine's watching on the phone. Cool. Hello, Oklahoma Farmer. Alright, so the game is going really slow. That's because, for some reason I don't remember. Oh yeah, last night I was trying to find the truck. I set the vegetation radius to 1 kilometer, which is a bit too far. These, if you enter realistic mode, these settings get ignored, so I'm just going to ignore this for now. It's fine. I think we'll keep the number of settings. It'll have to create completely separate Silver Field and Dayspring. We've still got, what's that, of F3 or stronger. 105, I think that's because I'm going downhill. I can't see messages popping up on my phone, however trying to drive the truck at 100 miles an hour downhill, death. So I'm just going to wait till I've got to where I'm planning to go, and then I'll start responding to messages. Yeah, I do want to upgrade these Siren models. I'll need to either find some royalty-free ones, or some paid ones, or if there's none of those, I'll have to commission someone to model some. I could actually show the risk area on the map. It's a red polygon. Somebody remind me on the Discord, if someone can just ping me on the Discord and say remember to add risk area on the map. Just I can't really make a note of that while I'm driving. So I think a good spot to camp out will be this junction just a little bit north of here. Thank you, my wife's just texted me saying remember to add risk area on map, so I guess just watching my stream. issue? What's happening? Steam is buffering. Or stream is buffering. From my point of view, the stream's not buffering. Whoa! I've got this loaded on my phone. It isn't buffering, so I don't know if there's something with the delay or something like that, or something to do with the red blackout that's ongoing, disrupting servers somehow. I wonder what was causing that. Yeah, apologies for the buffering. I don't know what was causing it to do that. Yeah, so we're just kind of waiting right now. Oh, we've got our first cell. So that is to our south. And that'll likely be moving east. So maybe we'd head back down along here. Remember, if it moves to the right of the mean wind, then that's a sign that it's going to put down a strong tornado. So if it's moving west to east, then it's just going to probably put down an F1 or F2. If it's moving west to southeast, then we'll possibly look at F3, F4. So I think we'll go left and then right, and then we'll intercept it just south of Pilot Hill. I think that's really the best plan. Streaming software. I'm using Streamlabs desktop. If people have any suggestions for better free alternatives, let me know. Try and keep an eye on this cell. It's forming slowly. Right, we want to take this right turn. This is a tricky junction. Ooh. So we want to get in front of this. The 100 miles an hour upgrade really helps. We've got a 40% chance that this thing will fizzle on us, so hopefully not, because we've driven all this way for nothing. OBS uses a lot of computer resources. Yeah, is there any lightweight streaming software? Suggestions for lightweight streaming software that would be useful, just so it's not hogging all the system resources just to upload, so you get a bit better frames in the game as well. Alright, let's try and spot the storm motion on this. I think this might just be moving straight east, which means it's likely going to be a weak tornado, but we can still earn lots of money off weak tornadoes, and there's a lower chance of us dying from it as well. What the plan was. I think it was just to follow this road all the way to... Oh, there's a tornado going down. Look, there it is, there it is. Right, let's find the intercept point, which will likely just be a little bit further south on this road. Already positioned pretty well. And then we've got that bridge down there to follow it as well. It's just kind of like a no man's land where there's not really any roads. So if it goes there, it's going to be a little bit tricky to get back in front of. But we might be able to do it now with the truck being a lot faster. Whoa. Maybe I need to soften the brakes. I've increased the tyre grip. Well, I could just do. Set lesson is okay. Let's just drive underwater until I think we can get back up on there. We can get back up. Oh man. these issues with the map will be fixed. I'm working on bug fixing and implementing new features, so hand carving the map isn't really a massive priority right now. Oh, that's strengthening quickly. Which way is it moving? Does it have pointers? It looks like it's moving south. Maybe it is going to be a strong one. Right, I should probably get a contract as quickly as possible. Yeah, if we're intercepting along here, if it's moving that far to the right of the mean wind, that's a heck of a right mover. Could be looking at F4 here. I'd say at least an F3. Plummeted intercept. We've still got some time. It is less than 3 minutes. 500. 250. We'll slow down once it gets to 100 and we'll try and stop exactly on the intercept point. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Right, I think that'll do. I forgot there's photography in the game. So what was that last one? Take F1. Take photography. Again, the camera shake, that's the sign it's getting close. Okay, safely, I didn't plan. I think I've positioned myself for that to drive the tornado past this station. So I think we'll head south as far as we can get. Oh, it looks like we're going to get this contract with no problems. Come on. Watch out the back window. Still coming out of the west. Is that a satellite tunnel? There's no cell above it, but we've got another little tornado right there. Ooh, this thing's getting mean. Look at that. Be safe, that's scary. So I'm going. The tornado model's get updated. No, I haven't changed anything with the tornado rendering. It's gone again. This shouldn't be happening since that's really annoying because the truck's like fully upgraded. That shouldn't have been getting affected by the wind there. There's some weird bugs going on with that. I cannot figure out what's causing it. It's put me all the way up here. Yeah, that's really annoying. I need to figure out what's causing that bug because the truck shouldn't be getting affected by the winds that are that low. Okay, if we head straight east, we might be able to get in from this other cell. Yeah, we'll go along here. That looks like a bit of a drill bit there. Thanks for the 0 cash. Yeah, it's just kind of, it's random chance what the shape of the tornado will be. So, wedge, cone, rope, or even bowl shaped. They're all, it's just random chance. Still saying the intercept is 50 meters away. Turn right and that'll put us after that one. Should have enough time, it's in less than 5 minutes. That's plenty of time to decide on a contract, position ourselves and deploy. So let's do this. Hopefully we have better luck with this second contract here. 50. Of course the road's going to run out. Let's just go a little bit off-road. Actually, maybe that junction was the better place to deploy. First, let's get some photographs. $8. It's gotta be worth more than that. $5. So this one looks to be an F1. So that's no F1 contracts. Maybe we'll just hope that there is one before it gets here. We've got 3 minutes to wait. They'll update every few seconds. Well, an F1 contract, F1 contract. So what's that drill bit over there? Don't get much money for. So you keep an eye on that screen and watch them update. Come on, we need an F1 contract. Oh, there we go, number 7. Right, time to deploy. I think we can probably ride this one out. And get in the truck. Holding space to hold the parking brake on, I think that gives us a little bit better chances. Here it comes. Let's double check that it is in fact an F1. On my look, it would be F1, 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 and then F5 right as it hits us. So once it gets to 73 miles per hour, that's when we'll start getting our readings. There we go. We get 500, so pushing the car, like the truck mounted probes will help get the additional grip that we do show. 110 miles per hour. That's still the F1 range, yeah. need to get that up to 500. Straight back in. Drive through it. Drive. Off the road and I'll do the usual thing. So I can avoid rocks and logs. The rope and outlets. Come on, don't be a loser. Get in front of that one. Where's the road? Go max speed. I just kind of like that off-road and see just it. Don't want to get killed by that ledge. There we go. Might be a left turn runner. Oh, that's gone a rope out as well. Boring. There's another cell over there. Let's get on that. Not a problem. Heading north. I don't want to be heading north. Do I want to be heading north? Probably not. That's near the edge of the map. Nothing interesting ever happens to the edge of the map. Let's head west, because that is the risk area. I think unless the forecast is updated. Severe risk low, and the winds come from 235, so that's the southeast, southwest. Silverfield and Pilot Hill. Okay, so now the risk area is more of like east to west, so maybe I'll head south and head towards Pilot Hill. Make a U-turn here. Head towards Pilot Hill. Go for the next one. That should be enough time to finish this contract. Like, my strategy for this is to chain a lot of smaller contracts, and then once you got your multiplier, go for a big contract. The only problem I'm having is I'm either running out of time because it gets too late at night, or I keep dying. So, other than those two complications, I think that strategy is solid. How do you go to third person? You just press the C button to toggle the camera. So C toggles to third person mode, and then again puts you back into first person. That only works in the truck though. There's no third person when you're outside the truck, because the character is literally just a cylinder. Nothing very interesting. What I'm probably going to have to do is I will have to call it night either when I complete this contract or the contract expires, whichever comes first, which is a shame, but it's getting on to 10:30 at night and I've got to be up at about 6:15 tomorrow. So I'll have to end the stream a bit earlier than I'd like, but I did spend the time before the stream working on the game, so I guess we've got that update pushed now, so more people can enjoy it. Felt like I was going to lose control of the truck there going around that bend. And I'm going to camp out at Stratford. This seems to be a bit of a tornado magnet in itself. Let's find a place to stop and I can read some more of the messages. So how many do we need? I think the contracts are 500 and we've got 360, so we need 140 more. I have to look at the sample rate, so see how many seconds we actually need to complete this contract if we manage to get this deployed successfully. Oh, we've got another cell going up. What's the chances of it putting something down though? We'll check the forecast. Let's find somewhere to stop. We'll check the forecast. Check the YouTube messages. Oh, hit a bump there. Yeah, braking and turning at the same time is not recommended. Okay, so how many do we need? We need 500, yeah, so 140 more. Our sample rate is currently 8 per second, so 140 divided by rather a handful of seconds, really. What's the current severe risk? Low. Sales production 40% still decent. So Silverfield and Pilot Hill are both to the west of us, so we can always just shoot west really quickly if something goes up. Zoom in. Okay, let's check some messages. Better tires and braking is an upgrade. Yeah, I think what I'll eventually do is move, rather than just having one upgrades page where everything is just lumped together, just have separate upgrades pages. So one will be like vehicle, one will be radar, one will be probe, and then you can tweak things like your suspension, how tight the anti-roll is and things like that. Oh, I think those are both fizzling out. So something I'm actually working on now is learning how to load this model from the hard drive, because if I can load this from the hard drive and automatically configure it in the game, that means I can set people up with a custom Unity project where they'll have the model and then they can just put their own car models in. Then you'll just have to say, okay, where's the driver's side door and where's the probe deployment area. You'll be able to customize the probe as well in theory, and then when you get into the car, where should your player's head be? And then when you're outside of the car, where should it pivot around? And then once you set all those locations up, hopefully my scripts can figure out where all those locations are and get the car set up. So then in one step we'll be able to have custom cars and probes, and that'll be like the first step to getting onto the Steam Workshop. Once I can save and load from disk, then the next step is just doing that in using the workshop to load the files rather than just load it straight from the hard disk. So that is the plan. Yeah, because I thought if we did it once a day and it's low risk, you might just be sitting around for ages. So I initially said 20 minutes, then I was going to put it down to 10 minutes. So I thought 20 minutes was too long to wait. 10 minutes seemed a bit too often, so I settled on 15 minutes. So if people let me know how that works out for them, if it needs to increase or decrease, I could make it an option as well. Anything happening? No, we're just waiting. Flash the lights. You can actually see the texturing on the bottom of there. It's like a bumpy paint. I got some PBR textures. That's physically based rendering. So that's why you've got like scratches and stuff on the barrel. It catches the light at different angles. option to choose different tyres. Yeah, so I have had a suggestion for a winter DLC. So it could be like the December 2021 outbreak. So we can have like snow on the map, and then the roads can be really slippery. And then I was also thinking of like a summer one, where it's a bit more of a desert area and you have wildfires. So you've got to avoid the fire and the inevitable fire tornadoes, while also trying to chase tornadoes as well, just for extra gameplay, mixing it up a bit. It's got another cell going up here. I do need to still work on the development of the cells. I used to have it so it would be like a little bubble and it would bubble up. Right now it seems to go straight to full height, so I do need to look into that, why that's changed. A few months ago where I had it working the way I wanted, and I did some optimizations to get it running faster, but in that optimization process I've kind of lost the bubbling up effect, which is really nice when you talk about convection. So zoom in. Anything yet? So I don't want to go halfway across the map if there's a chance they can fizzle out, and then the risk area could change, and then we'll have a whole lot of driving for no reason. Imagine how loud something like that would actually be in real life. Like, the size of the top of the siren is probably like 3 of those trucks stacked on top of each other. They'll probably send out a shockwave and just probably do more damage than any tornado. Yeah, winter would be a DLC. I wouldn't make that default, because winter's not really prime chasing season. You know, I think that's changed lately, but yeah, generally, winter's not the time you'd expect to see a tornado outbreak. This doesn't look like it's fizzling out. This might be the one. I've got a good feeling about this storm. Just gotta look for a funnel. Oh, don't be... Is it fizzling? I think it's fizzling. Is it fizzling or is it moving? It's hard to tell. Snow chains and snow tires. Yeah, like I say, this is stuff that's further down the line. I've still got several bugs I want to squash first. I want to implement controller support, at least initially just for the truck and the first person character. Controller support for the menus is going to be a bit more involved. Get custom, like, user modded content into the game. Then I can start thinking about other DLCs. Oh, bad luck on that one as well. Oh, I don't know what I managed to do there. Oh, the severe risk's gone up to moderate now. Winds from 281. Silverfield Dayspring. Okay, so again, it's a north-south risk area, and then they'll be moving 281. They'll be moving essentially east-southeast. So anything that moves southeast is a pretty good bet. So anything southeast from Silverfield to Dayspring. So I think heading to Pilot Hill. Reposition to Pilot Hill seems to be the best option now. Oops. I was reading the YouTube comments and didn't realise that I went off road. Yeah, I've thought about trying to make a transition zone. I've tried all sorts of things with blending the tornadoes. I'm implementing my own like LODs, depending on distance. Um, it's a difficult one to balance. It's like a performance versus quality trade-off. It's a bit of a difficult balance to get right. Okay, with it being moderate, what's the chance of a cell popping up with moderate? 60%, so that's pretty decent. Okay, let's head south. I think this cell's gonna be the one. Need to fix that bug. So that's fine. That's fine. Hello, Marcus. Oh no, no, no. Oh, there's a tornado. Right, let's get a contract. F1, 5 minutes. 3 samples, let's go for that one. This is probably going to be my last one. Watching the video, saying yes. Not those types of eyes, though, just more the teacher look that you get when you're in trouble saying yes. I'm not going to be too long. Feels about to die. Let's just do a remote warning because I don't want to drive all the way over there. Dial it in. Slide. Get some photos as well. I'm gonna get no money for this photo. Mile per hour of wind, and then start getting out F1 samples. We're very much in the center of the funnel right now. Samples, how many do you need to get? How many of the contract for again? 300. Okay, got a bit more work. Right. How did I die? Oh. Where am I? Head no. There's another contract. 1,000 samples. Yeah, 2.5. Yeah. Like 25 samples and he's going to really get anything from this. Oh, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I think I might have to just call it a night here. I haven't had the most successful chase, to be honest. Silverfield's going to get hit. Silverfield's going to get hit. No, this is where it's going to be. It's not the most successful chase, but I have noticed a few. This is the main bug I've noticed is while the truck's getting thrown around by winds, it should be able to handle. So I'll check on that one. And then also, the camera's not giving money for taking photos of the tornadoes. Yeah, getting money for that one. Yeah, well, I'm going to have to sign out. This wasn't as long a stream or as successful of a chase as I'd hoped, but we'll give this another go. possibly tomorrow night, maybe in a couple of nights' time. Thank everybody who's watched. I'm going to sign out now, and I'll keep you updated on the Discord.